Mr. Chairman, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the opposing team, I would like to begin by addressing.
It's time to start debating, listening, understanding, caring, and to stop daydreaming. Let's not be put off by all the fake news and misinformation. Fact finding, respecting all that helps elevate the abomination. Sure, we could do the safe subjects and avoid that learning, but listen to the experts, and that'll be the end to all the slouching, smirking, and brainwashing. Time to join students from around the world. Raise your arguments, not your voice, because brothers and sisters, this is your choice. Time to debate hard-hitting subjects with virtual classmates. Boys and girls, this is not the time to be circumspect, but it's sign up with the My Court Case Project. Closing submissions, Mr. Chairman.
What's ethical? What I think's ethical might be different to what you think's ethical. It depends on our history, depends on our values, depends on our experiences, depends on the way the law affects us, depends on the way we understand the law. What's ethical? Ethical is all different kinds of things. Depends if you're Christian or Jewish or atheist or Muslim or Sikh or Hindu. Depends if you're, believe in the flying spaghetti monster. Depends if it could be anything. Ethics come from all different places.
I hope I have shown you that judicial independence is vital in a democratic society such as ours here in Scotland. It's necessary for the making of decisions based on law and the facts in the case, rather than personal beliefs or bias.
Rather that whatever independent authority is given to the judges and the courts rests on something else.
The public cannot and the public will not have confidence in the justice system. You ought to support and defend the principle that judges need to be independent, and especially independent from the executive.
A judge doesn't need to worry about annoying the police. A judge doesn't need to worry about annoying politicians or about annoying the Daily Mail. They can come to what they think is the right decision. That increases respect for the legal system, and it also prevents governments, politicians, state, police, prosecutors, whoever, from overreach, from going too far. Because if they go too far, there's a judge that they cannot touch who will stop them from doing so.
They've got enormous power. And I would ask you to consider, is it a good thing that anybody can exercise all these powers over you and me and our friends and family without proper accountability? In other words, without having to explain or justify their decisions.
Gentlemen of the floor, we, the affirmative team, are here to advocate for nothing but safeguarding the rule of law.
If the governments are able to influence judges, then they effectively place themselves above the law. And we all know, no one is above the law, not me, not you, not the President of America.
In an era of a raging democracy, the entire premises and fundamentals of democracy is liberty.
That the judiciary should in fact be independent from the government. Thank you.
Today, we are going to argue that everything that judicial independence seeks to achieve is not being fulfilled in a present real-world context.
Effective way of having an accountable judiciary should be to have some sort of supervising body, and this therefore helps uplift a more democratic society. Now, it must surely be our own government. In a democracy, the government is led by you, by me, and it is accountable to us.
This is why we need an oversight mechanism appointed and constructed by citizens, which again leads to democracy.
People should feel like their voices are being heard in both a legislative context and to a reasonable extent in a judiciary context.
Judges play that role of interpretation, and it is important that their interpretation should be checked on and regulated.
You know, you came in saying this is our position, this is why we think it, here's the evidence. So it was really clear. You all spoke really confidently. It didn't sound like you were reading off notes or anything. So came really confident attitude. And you should be really proud of yourself. So thank you very much for joining today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well.